caught me with the wine. I'm sorry. I was hoping to get it in the glass before you came, but there you go.
And you both have said it's grape juice.
It's grape juice, it is. Fermented grape juice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Balcony Banter. This is Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife. I'm here together with... Let me just pop you over there. I'll do the cross dissolve. To my two friends. Christina's massive there in the corner. This is your camera down here, darling.
Wine glass.
And Julian in Nendel, of course. And I shall blend Julian's website in there. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Julian in Nendel. Well, she had a problem the other day. Let me go back to me. It was a problem the other day because Juliani Nendel's got N-E-L, N-E-L, too many E's and L's, I think. Nene, yeah. Nene. So it's Yuli and Nene Nedel.
That's it.
Yuli and Nene Adele.
Julia Nene.
Julia Nenendel. Julia Nenendel. Oh, that's your new. That's the new you. The Julia Nenendel. I'm going to drink this before. So cheers, everybody. Let's take this one off. Let's zoom in really tight on Timmy, baby. I can do the eyebrow. And oh, just realised my glasses are dirty. So glasses off. Now, as you can see, the sun is not out, and not only that, but it's been raining all morning. So I'll show you that in a minute. But that's fun. It's I mean, it's not rain really. It's just spitting. We have had... Oh, I didn't bring it over. I took the pictures and didn't bring it over. Let's see if it's come over by automatic. I'll show you what we're eating, or what we have eaten. No, unfortunately it hasn't come over yet. But don't worry, because I can show you live. Let me do this. Cancel. Okay. I'm going to go to this cam and just pop you... Oops. In fact, I'm going to go to that cam and pop you over there, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, my world famous Akis Petetrakis moussaka. It's a moussaka. Okay, just make sure you can hear me. Hello from a wet Shrewsbury. Glyn Young was the last person. First person today is Bob Burrows and Raimundo. Okay. Let's go back to here. Right. So, what is the Balcony Banter today? Balcony Banter today is about being a mother. And it's not bearing children, I don't think. It's actually being mothering. So, what does it mean? And, well, I'll let them talk about it. But for me, you don't have to be a woman to be a mother. Because I've been mother for the past 6 years here. Mother. And I can't remember who said it, but it's like a Freudian slip when you want to talk about one thing but you end up talking about your mother. Anyway, let's get that out of the way. So first of all, before we go to the girls, or the ladies as we should say, or the other people, non-gender specific, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping, and I'll show you a little bit of where we were last week. I'll do that later. We'll have a discussion, and then I'll show you the bit of the drive around later. The drive around, everybody was waiting for the drive around last night. I couldn't do it because the internet went down and I couldn't download the music for it, and then when it came back it was too late to do it, so I've decided to postpone it till tomorrow. But I'm going to show you a little bit of the walk around bit that we did in Gia di Zora. So let's start with that actually. Let's just start where Gia di Zora is, it's not long. So this is the Bar Central. Oh! One of the cameras fell over. Let me just bring the microphone a little bit closer so you can hear me properly. Okay. Let's pull it like that. Okay. Yeah, so this is Gia di Zora. It's actually the capital of the municipality which is next to Adeje. So as you all probably know by now, Adeje is not only just a resort, but it's also a town, and it's the county that we're in. So when people say Adeje, you can mean one of three things. Either the Costa Adeje that everybody talks about, or the town of Adeje, where the Ayuntamiento is, which is the town hall, or the municipality, which is like the county that we're in. And Guia de Azora, or Azora's Guide, that translates to, will be the next municipality over, and it's also the name of the town we were in, and it's also the capital of the municipality. So that's the end of that one there. So this doesn't have any sound with it, but basically this is, we parked up, and I did a bit of Casey Neistat stuff, which was getting out. What I didn't do was shorten it, and after I'd got it in here to show you, I realised that I could have cut a lot more out of this, just to give you an idea. I cut a bit out of there because I dropped her on the floor and she rolled around for 5 minutes, but then I got her back in, so don't worry. But I could have like cut it there, but I didn't, because then I've got to show you my big fat bum, and nobody told me I had such a big fat bum. Actually, one guy does actually. In fact, he says it pretty often. In fact, he says Steve Farter for whatever that is. So if Steve Morris is listening or watching, then I still don't understand what Steve Farter is. And I know that you did say that we met in Adeje with a K, but I don't remember you, or I remember a lot of people I met, but I don't know which one you are. That's what I want to say. So if you give me more information and why you say farter at the end of every sentence, and why I've got worms in my bum or something, then I wouldn't mind knowing. But if you don't want to tell me, that's quite all right. So I've waffled over that boring bit of video there, and this is the square. On the left hand side you've got Bar Central, and that is also next door to the Ayuntamiento, which is the town hall. And on the right we have the church, and it's the church of Didn't Do Your Homework. It's the church of Didn't Do Your Homework, because I didn't do my homework. So I don't know what it's called. What's the church in Guia de Azora? Okay, so I've got somebody checking on that right now. So this is Bar Central. They do very good bottled beers and draft beers. I didn't see a menu, but I'm sure they do food. I'm sure they do food. So this is Christina now, doesn't know which way she wants to go. I always want Christina to just like go, and then I follow with the camera, but she ends up just stopping like a little doggy, stopping at my heels and say, what are we going to do? So then I bugger off somewhere and go and film some boring white walls like this, and a seat that I once sat on. Very famous seat that, I once sat on it. So now I'm going to do the drone shots through the trees. I like those actually. So it's basically just my phone on a gimbal on the end of a big pole. Actually, no, that's not my phone. That's actually a GoPro. That's the one I took off the roof. I'm just going to have a schluck of wine. What I should have done was put it up in that window up there. I didn't realise it was there until I watching the video back. So that's quite cool. Oh, we got loads of questions here. My gosh. Simon.
Nuestra Señora de la Luz. Parroquia Nuestra Señora de la Luz.
Ah, okay. So it's the Nuestra Señora de la Luz, the Lady of the Light, Our Lady of the Light.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's really cool. Nuestra Señora de la Luz.
Yes.
And this is. I'm gonna hit her. I'm gonna get out of the way. Oh, just missed her there. Whew. That was amazing. That was amazing. So what am I going to do? Hi peeps, these are not überprüft. Okay, like and subscribe. Ray, thank you very much for asking people to like and subscribe. But what Google does is it blocks your comment there. I will actually show it here. So because I keep forgetting to say it. But if you're wondering, that was it. If you asked for subscriptions, then it thinks that you're asking for yourself, and therefore blocks it automatically. It blocks some other words as well, and I can actually put words in there to block, but I couldn't be bothered because you're all nice people on this channel. 99% of you at least. Have I got a thumbs down yet? Okay, so this is the other boring bit around the back of the church there. I was going to do sort of fast forward, but then that makes a lot of people sick. So I didn't do that. Another bit of white wall, that's cool. I'm just a fantastic filmmaker. So I'll actually cut that out in the final version. And we're coming round to the front of the square now, which is nearly the end of this segment. And at the end of it, I think you actually see the Nuestra Señora de la Luz. She's there hiding in the left-hand corner. have a quick peep in the door. But because I'm not a churchgoer, I was scared to go in case I got hit by lightning. And now the drone shot going backwards. Oh yes, director extraordinaire, filmmaker extraordinaire. So how are you guys? Has anybody on watching now been to Gia de Azora? Not the coast, which is like Alcalá and Playa San Juan and those places, but up into the village. In fact, the drive around was, well, it was quite boring in one respect, but it was nice to see all the small streets and the different types of street, because you'll see this tomorrow, but half of it has been really well done up, and the pavement's been done, and all the walls have been whitewashed, and everything's lovely with flowers all over the place. And the other half is like, well, as it used to be 50 years ago probably, which hasn't been maintained that well. And they're really, really tiny. And there's one street there that is so steep, it's unbelievable. But you'll see that tomorrow. So here's me wafting through the poppy fields. Actually, they're, what are they? Stiefmutterchen. What are Stiefmutterchen in English?
Pansies?
Pansies, I think they are, yeah.
Not pansies. Pansies.
Pansies.
Pansies.
Yeah, pansies. So these, this is the Our Lady of the Light. Looks like a guy. Oh no, it's okay. I had my glasses on. So, Nuestra Señora de la Luz. L-U-Z, right? L-U-Z.
L-Z.
L-U-Z. And the plural of Lutz is Lucy's. With a C. Yes, that's why I always get mixed up. So here's me trying to find a good position to put the tripod, and I didn't, so I moved it. And or did it finish there? I think it might have finished there actually. Yep, I think it did finish there. Okay, so I'll come back to me very quick. Well, I hope you like that. And I saw that I'm looking, because the other camera, let's do the double cam. So Christina's A and I'm B. There we go. So we're all online now. Give them a wave. And of course, this is Chris and Giuliani.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm, of course, Timothy. So yeah, I'm looking at your some of your comments here now. It's mostly evening yalls and hello from Paloma Beach Apartments, from Mark Bailey, Gordon Squire, Roger Channing, Gil Gardner, Tracy Addison, Willie's there, or Carl Rushton. You started following me on Facebook, Carl. Are you the same guy? Good evening, you both are well, from Bobby Ricketts, Matt's there, Pam Domain's there, Gordon, Glyn Young's there from Shrewsbury, Ken Fagan, Bob Barras, Bobby Ricketts. I'm not reading what you're saying because it's also like hiya and good evening and everything. Simon Ferrant, hi Columbo and Christina. I'm Columbo apparently, because I always forget stuff and then come back to it. It's not because I look like him, because there's a guy that looks like him, or is, at least he's, anyways, doesn't matter. And another thing, where's my pencil and my Mac? I need Columbo's raincoat today.
Yeah.
But it's still warm. What's the temperature? See, I'm doing it again, aren't I? I'm not concentrating on one thing. 25, 24, 25. So, oh, what have I done here? I've touched something. Abbrechen. Why is your phone in German? Hi everyone from Costa Adeje, Stephen Ruffin. Had a lovely time in Tenerife, feel safe here. Cool. Ricky Davey, don't forget to press the thumbs up, guys. Thank you very much, Ricky. I am terrible at that. Please, please don't forget to like, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe right now. You don't have to ring the little bell for notifications if you don't want. And but the thumbs up is pretty good. Even a thumbs down is good, because it's all interaction. It's all interaction. Thank you very much. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can send a super chat. But as I said before, that's goes a lot of that to Google. I'll tell you what I do have is I've got this one microphone here. I'll show it here. There it is. And this one mic I've had for 8 years now. 8 years now. And when Giuliani says something, say something now.
Hello, everyone.
She's going to be quite far away, and I've got to move it over to her.
You can still hear me then.
Yeah.
My
You
beef
take some more?
eater.
Use plenty more?
My beef eater.
Uh-huh.
I always think that.
If you turn it the other way,
This way?
yeah, that way, yeah.
Yeah?
There's a microphone on the back as well.
Okay.
And the microphone on the back is actually 120 degrees, so it's pointing at you two.
Okay.
And the one at the front is 90 degrees, which is good for one person. So that's the perfect, except I've got to speak a lot louder now. So what I want to be able to do is to get two microphones, or actually three, one for me and one for each of those guys. Or when I'm doing other things, if you guys come to visit, then I've got a guest on the table, I want a microphone for them. So I've been looking, and I want to share with you what I'm planning. So here we go. I'm going to solo this. So this is the same mic as I've got there, but it is the Zoom H5, and that allows me to have the one microphone on top and plug two microphones into the bottom of it. So what I want to be able to do is to buy this plus two microphones and a couple of cables, and so what I've done is I've set up a wish list called Zoom H5, and then I've got the H5 audio kit, which allows me to mount it without shocks, with a shock absorber, and then two cheap T-Bone MB88Us with a stand each, and a couple of cables. I need some reasonable cables because otherwise there'd be interference, and the microphones aren't that good, so you've got to do the best, and a couple of windscreens for those mics as well. And the whole thing comes to €470. And so what I'm going to do is all the people that have already contributed, and we haven't already given out in other ways, all the people have already contributed on PayPal. I'm going to take that money and put it towards this system. So if anybody else wants to contribute to that, then what I've done is I've set up a PayPal pool, and I will link that in the description. You can still go to the website timothydowd.com and press the sponsor button, but that'll come into the normal PayPal account. And what I want to be able to do is to give you the opportunity to get something specific, so you know exactly what the money's going to, because a lot of people maybe just don't want to give people money, you know, and I appreciate that, obviously. But if you know what it's going to do and that you're going to get the benefit of it, then you might end up deciding to invest in that. And everybody that pays into the pool, I will mention. Once I've bought it, we'll have a special show, and we will be thanking each and every one of you individually. And it doesn't matter how much you give. I'm not going to tell people how much you gave, but as long as you give, then you will be mentioned. If people do put a lot of money in there, obviously we'll say they're really special, but that's only if you like pay half of it or something like that. Well, you know. But what I'm expecting is that if the lot of you pay a little bit, then I don't have to be €500 out of pocket, and you get the benefit straight away for the price of a coffee. So that's the idea anyway. So it'll be in the description. It's not in there now, but it'll be in the description when it goes up tonight. Also, I will do a blog on my website after this. That should be up there tonight as well, and it'll give you an idea of what we're doing. And if you go to Pay, I'll send the link to PayPal so you can have a look at the pool, and then you can track how well it's going, I think. If not, then I'll do it on my website. So anyway, that's all the stuff. Now we just do a quick COVID, and then we go to Mother, right? Quick COVID, yeah, quick COVID. So what we're going to do is go to quick COVID. Does the other stimmt? I've got a new battery today. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. These are the COVID figures today. Unfortunately, they didn't do a rolling average when I looked just a few moments ago. So if that does come up, that's okay. The good thing is, in the whole of the Canary Islands, we're actually less people. So there are more people have recovered than have been infected. Let's jump over to the. Let's put the COVID thing over there, and let's jump over to the islands. As you can see, Gran Canaria I don't know whether -2 red is good or bad. It should be green, shouldn't it, really? And Tenerife has got 12 more cases net, I think that is. So, and again, they didn't do the AI numbers there. So I was hoping that was gonna be there, but it ain't. But this is interesting, and I'm gonna have to turn off the overlay for this. This is the distribution of ages. So as you can see, the blue is active cases that are at home, yellow is in hospital, red is critical, green is restored, which I assume is recovered, and dark grey there is deceased. And as you can see, it's the mortality rate gets higher as the age goes up. But you can see that the most people who are being infected at the moment are between the ages of 20 and 50. So it's the youngsters. See, I'm 60 now, so I can say the 50s the youngsters can. Yeah. So anyway, we'll finish off with the quick weather, and you say it's thunderstorms and rain today and tomorrow, and then sunshine from Friday. So if you're over here, don't worry. If you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. That's what they say. So that's cool. Let me just show you quickly around. I'm going to pop this down for 2 seconds and pick this up, and I'm going to whiz you right round there. As you can see, it's quite a grey day. I'll whiz you back. And there's the girls. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the girls the big camera now. There you go.
Good.
Are you still eating?
No.
Okay, you want to take your thing off then? There we go. There, she's lovely, isn't she? She's lovely, isn't she? So you're getting the microphone now, girls, ladies, I mean non-gender other people. So I'll just introduce you, and I shall moderate, but I think they can introduce the topic first.
Yeah.
And then I'll interject with a few questions maybe.
Well, the topic, we already said something earlier on, the Señora de la Luz. It's the lady of the light.
Oh, very
so I
good.
think the mothers are sort of ladies of the light
Right.
who give light to
Yeah,
the
not always so.
As long as they're not ladies of the night, I'm all right with that.
ladies of the night.
Yeah.
Maybe before. Yeah, but it's giving light, no? Giving light to something, and then it's there and it's out there in the world, and then you gotta do what you gotta do, yeah? Live your life, or
Yeah.
not, to the best as you can. So,
Some mothers are not like that. They don't let you live your life, and that's really bad.
but did you you lived your life as
Yeah.
you wanted, no?
Because my mother had 4 children,
Mm-hmm.
so
And you were quite yeah, well, not the black sheep, but
Well-
you had your own mind
yeah,
and your own determination, no?
that's right. And I was the only one who left, so I can't do anything wrong.
Yeah. And do you resemble your mom in any way?
Just the looks.
Just the looks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got the beautiful eyes from your mom then.
Yeah.
Beautiful blue eyes and the smile.
That's why my dad loves me so much. Because I look like my mom when she was younger.
Okay. Oh, that's good. And so your brothers and sisters, they resemble more in character to your mother. Or
Guess not really.
no?
No, but they're family people.
Okay. So, mm, but if you can say you live your life in a free way,
Yes.
then it's good.
And I had lots of fun with my mom. So when I moved to Regensburg, she helped me put wallpaper
Uh-huh.
on the wall. And
Okay.
we, when my dad was into soccer or football,
Mm-hmm.
he used to go for outings to Bayern,
Mm-hmm.
to King Ludwig's castles.
Oh, Neuschwanstein.
Yeah,
Okay, nice. So those are all good memories, I
yeah,
guess, you have with them. And your mom is still alive. How old is
yeah.
she, you said?
She's 81.
Wow. Yeah, so that's...
I'm 81, you know. I'm 81.
81.
And my dad is 85 in November.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, so that's good. And if they can still remember it all and you
Yeah.
can have a laugh about it,
Yeah,
that's a good thing. And did you raise your own daughter similarly to how your parents raised you?
I don't think so. Stephanie was always, because she was an only child, she was always more important than we were.
Uh-huh.
So,
And you said she was always quite amongst adults as well.
Yeah.
Because she enjoyed that, no?
yeah.
Yeah.
And that happens to her daughter now as well. Because she's just beside us
Oh, okay. And
Yes,
she's an only child as well.
at the moment.
At the
yeah.
moment. At the
There might be
moment.
more to come.
Oh, I thought you said. I thought I was reading some of the comments and I thought, you know, Stephanie's an only child, and she says at the moment. I thought, what?
At the moment.
Yeah, are you trying to get me drunk?
No,
Exactly.
her child is an only child.
Yeah, and well, I mean, she's a beautiful little girl.
Yeah.
Would you say that being an only child does it have any advantage? Or I'm an only child myself.
I think it has advantage,
Like what?
but disadvantages too. Well, advantage is that you're really important
Uh-huh.
to your parents, and
Yeah.
I just want to jump in here now because that will be quite good. Feeling important. I have from Lynn Taylor. I hope you can see me. It's a very light background there. Can you say hi to my mum? She's not feeling left out. Esme Dickinson, if you're listening, don't feel left out. We all love you. You're doing a great job. Back to the girls.
Hello, Esme, no?
Yeah.
Hello, Esme Dickinson. Yeah, I mean, you gotta give
Yeah.
some importance to the moms. They
Yeah.
still do deserve that.
it's our Mother's Day today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Mother's Day is, I think,
Every day.
every day. Exactly, that's it. Yeah, I mean, even though sometimes they're far away,
Yeah.
it's good to just write them a message. I got my mom here at the minute, and she arrived 2 days ago, and I haven't seen her for over 9 months. I hadn't seen her because she couldn't travel, and I was really excited to pick her up from the airport and bring her back home. But like after 2 days, when you are an only child, as I am, and quite independent, then there are moments where you clash, or where you see things maybe differently, and and that's totally normal. The little no, it's not fights, but it's differences
Yeah.
in how you see things. But
Yeah.
I think if you remain your own strong character and still stay with a good attitude and just don't take yourself too important. And yeah, and maybe sometimes also see behind what the mother might mean with it, or because sometimes we say like oh, we gotta be loving or caring, but love, I think, sometimes also comes in form of wanting to understand somebody, and also being more empathetic, being more understanding.
Well, I'm going to be a little bit more understanding for 2 seconds
Do
and
that.
say to Brian Harrison, hello to your wife Lynn. Oh, that's the camera. Hello to your wife Lynn. Hi. I'm doing a few of the things while they're talking. Back to them.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and so Stephanie, she can be very happy with her mom, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because her mom doesn't talk a lot, so.
You don't talk a lot?
No.
No? But
No.
do you have like typical girl daughter mother daughter conversations?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. And you said earlier that when kids move out from home, the first time she moved out,
Yeah.
that it was something, it felt harder for you than,
It was harder for me, yeah.
yeah.
Because I was used to having her at home,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden it was all quiet all day.
Mm-hmm. So it was something like more quiet at home.
Yeah.
And
Because we had our special programs on TV,
mm-hmm.
and we got together at a special time, have a cup of tea,
Mm-hmm.
and watch TV.
Yeah. So you had your
Was
little
gone.
habits that you were
Yeah,
doing, your little routine together, and then all of a sudden that routine wasn't there anymore, and you had
that
to
is right.
create your own new routine. So
Yep.
yep. So then what did you do? You pulled in Tim.
Yeah.
Did you?
No.
No,
Mm.
not so much. But you then I guess sometimes when it happens that the kid goes away from home, moves out, and then there's sort of like a void that you have to fill.
Yeah,
Or not?
that's why Tim always cooks too much. Because he always cooks for me. We're just two now.
Yeah, but he still cooks as if Stephanie was still around. Okay. so, so Stephanie, this is still for you.
So, Steph, if you want to come and get it,
Yeah,
if not, I'll eat it myself, okay?
yeah.
Look at that. That is fantastic, isn't it, eh? That is fantastic. In fact, I'm having another piece before it goes hot.
Yeah.
Mmm.
So, I mean, sometimes. Look, and you were saying earlier on, Tim, that a mother doesn't need to be female.
No.
Exactly. What did you mean by that?
Well, mothering and fathering are traditional roles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me just grab that. In my mind, mothering and fathering are traditional roles, but they are really traditional roles. Let me just swing you around here, so because that camera's horrible. So my take on mother and daughters. Oops, if you want to see that. So my take is that the mothering part of it is the nurturing of the body and the soul, and the fathering typically was going to be the direction, and those sort of changed about in the, I would say, at the time of women's lib, maybe, that mother's and father's roles started blending together. But it used to be that the father was the guy that showed the way, and the mother was the nurturer. But we've seen now that men can be just as nurturing as women, and we can see that women can just be forthright as men were traditionally. And in fact, Isaac Asimov in the 70s actually did a talk on predicting the future, and he predicted that as soon as equality really comes between men and women, then we will transcend to the next level. So I think that it's a mothering is the nurturing part until letting go. And I think we talked about this and somebody said that the letting go, was Ellie that said the letting go is basically you point your kids in the right direction like a bow and arrow. And once you let go, you can't change the course. So you have to hope that you've done a great job in the pointing. And mothering and fathering are two parts of that process, if you like. So all you have to do is just to make sure that you do both, so that you nurture, feed, and encourage, and you also show by example and discipline. And it's very hard for one person to do that. You know, it's easier if there's a pair that does that to the child, but we need to be able to learn both parts of it, and that's my take on motherhood. And apart from that, I've had a whole lot of wine. And I'm going to turn you back to the ladies and stuff my face with this fantastic piece of culinary art called the moussaka. And it's not moussaka, it's moussaka. Mm. Mm. Moussaka. When I put it up tonight, I'll put the link to the YouTube video for the recipe. It's not me cooking, it's a good looking Greek guy, an Adonis. He's actually called Akis. Akis Petestrakis. He's Akis Adonis. Subscribe to his channel and tell him I sent you. Maybe a couple of million will come over to here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that little bell for notification.
Yeah. So.
So now we're supposed to say something again.
You may say something.
I'll leave it to you now, guys.
Yeah.
We've been on 39 minutes.
You know.
I always lose the Faden. How do you say it in
The
English?
Faden. Du verlierst den Faden. You
Yeah.
lose the little, what is it?
I don't know how do you say in English.
The red
Well, I lost the thread.
thread, that's it. The thread. The red thread. Well,
Yeah.
but I mean, mothers, I think I can be very grateful for mine, and although sometimes she makes me sometimes climb the wall, or like gets me, but I think she just wants the best for me, like all mothers do, or not.
Somebody's saying there's a popping sound on the audio. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to check this. I'll take that off. Sorry about that. Okay, we should be back online now. So what I've done is I've turned off the double mic and I put it to the front now. So if I blurt something out, you won't be able to hear me. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank Scott Brown for a donation towards the microphone, £5. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. That's gonna keep him quiet.
Cheers.
That's what I love about you, Chris.
Well,
Nothing.
She is a funny cracker. She is. Yeah, so are we happy about our mothers and our
Yes, definitely.
Yes, I am as well. I'm grateful for mine, and yeah, I'm very happy that she's here at the minute, and you will meet her next week or the week
Yeah,
after.
can't wait.
Yes.
I'm hoping I've solved the problem now. Okay. It looks like I've solved the problem. So Ellie replied saying the hardest part of being a parent is letting them go. You're right.
Yeah,
Let him go.
he's quite hard.
Audio's fine, Teresa, thank you. Sounds fine. Good.
But then in the end, I mean, mothers or parents don't really own their children.
Well,
They
that's
are
right.
always there, like you said, with the bow and with the arrow.
Mhm.
You are there for a period of time, and then you let go, and then if you do the right job in parenting, I think they will come back like a boomerang, but a good
Yeah.
one.
Oh, we're mixing our metaphors there.
Yeah,
aren't we?
yeah. But a good boomerang, so it's not the karma one.
That's great.
Yeah, but we don't want them to come back and sit on the couch.
No, no.
They'll come back and visit.
They can sit on the balcony.
Yeah.
Exactly, do some balcony banter.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Stephanie, my daughter, or our daughter, said she might join us today and she would drop us a comment in, but she hasn't as yet.
Not yet.
And Fire Robert was saying, where have you been? Because he was late. And John Barrow's given us another bonus. Thank you very, very much, John. Okay, and the sound looks better. So I think 45 minutes. We're gonna slowly wrap this up. I can't speak English now. Let me just. Oh, what happened here? Switcher went away. Don't panic. Keep them entertained, ladies. Pour some more wine. Have a drink of wine.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Don't spill.
No, I'm fine.
You're fine.
Thank you.
Okay. So, ladies, whilst you're supping wine and prosting the people online.
Cheers.
Oh,
Chin chin.
I've got
Chin
a remote
chin.
camera. I've just got to connect my other
To the
camera
señoras de la luz, to the
Yeah.
ladies of the light,
to the ladies of the light.
to the
Wow.
ladies of the light.
Okay. So, I'm going to swing this around to me. They almost go the wrong way. There's me. Oh, overshoot, overshoot. Bingo, 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 overshoot, overshoot. I'm going to put us both in the frame, A and B. There we are. I'm going to put the names up. Chris, Giuliani and Timothy. I've said Chris because Christina was too long and everybody... and if you just call Chris Chris, then there's no problem with the E or the A at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Although Christina doesn't care. Do you, kid?
No.
So we're all in the picture now. All of us are in the picture. You're on this camera. I'm on this camera.
Look there.
And it's 45 minutes in. I'm just going to do one more thing. Skim the... Ray says, we cannot get rid of the children. They want to come on holiday every weekend, etc. You know, I thought that Stephanie would be here more often than she actually is.
But now with COVID,
Yeah, now with COVID it's probably not so good. Tracy raised her two lovely boys all by herself. Children know I'm spending their inheritance. Have you educated your children in arts of lederhosen and cribbage? Actually, Stephanie can't play cribbage, can she?
no.
She's seen it, but she hasn't played it, I don't think.
Okay.
Well, I didn't teach her cribbage, I'm afraid. Thank you, I think that's